which I think are all potential Cup champions. I mean, I think Dallas and Carolina are definitely, Cup champion possible teams. Like I wouldn't have been surprised to see either of them raise the cup. But Florida and Edmonton seem to be doing everything right, including getting some bounces. You got to get some calls, you got to get some bounces, but your team's got to respond. And just hearing about the way Florida as a team operates even off the ice is just amazing. Like that kind of chemistry, like I don't think every team has that. I mean, I don't even think Tampa really has that. Like Tampa, like some of their players, I mean, especially guys like Cooch, they're not like seem to be like huge, involved with the team activities. Though some of them are, but I mean, you're gonna always usually aren't. So it's just weird seeing them with the way they interact with the community and the Tampa area. Some players are obviously more involved than others, but hearing about how Florida is off the ice is just, but I mean, Paul Maurice, just hearing him talk about those personalities and how they are off the ice, it's just amazing. Like I said, that's the kind of stories you like to hear, because everybody can say, oh, we could show up to practice and, our teams are dedicated and they start, within a week or two after the season ends, getting ready for the next season. But hearing about the stuff, how they evolve with each other off the ice is amazing. Like I said, hockey has that ability. It's not like they're on like they're with Stephon Diggs on a boat. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's more like just seeing the way they are, with each other off the ice is just amazing. So like I said, I mean, it's you don't want to. That's the thing. I mean, is it the coach's fault, the players' fault? Do these leads that have been vanishing in the playoffs? That's been the kind of playoffs it is. I've been amazed to see so many third period leads get wiped out by the teams coming from behind. And I mean, it's just amazing. Like, I mean, it really boggles the mind how many teams have been able to come from behind in games in this playoffs. I mean, obviously, even look at Edmonton. I mean, and they're down 0-2 to LA. I mean, like I said, it's even these teams that are advancing, are making amazing comebacks. So it's been pretty impressive. I mean, you could say it's been sad the way the teams have not been able to hold leads. It's just, I mean, it's not. I'm not going to blame system play, because once you get a lead, you can only do so much to just go into a shell. But I mean, even Florida, like last night, they were getting, they're getting shelled. Like they didn't have any shots. I mean, you're trying to close out a team. They have to weather the storms, because obviously teams are playing with their lives on the line. It's just a matter of, weathering that surge and then counterpunching. And that's what I'm saying. These teams that are left, obviously Edmonton, obviously Dallas and Florida, have shown to have the best counterpunches, which it's important. Obviously, I mean, Colorado to me is an amazing offensive machine. They didn't seem to have that counterpunch. Like that's what you need. The Dallas has that counterpunch. I mean, Rantanen went out of his mind against the Colorado team. I mean, some of the best third periods I've seen in years, just in a playoff run. And just, I mean, obviously you've been a lot cool off in this round, because it's tough to do, 4 series of that type of play. But when your team lacks that counterpunch, when you get up big and then when you get tied or you get behind, you got to be able to get off the mat and come back. And the teams behind have actually looked better. And sometimes that's amazing to see, because you figure desperation, is not always the best thing, because that's when you get beat on the long outlet passes. But these teams have been playing great with desperation. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the regular season, sometimes you almost get deluded, thinking, because seeing your team do that to bad teams all year long, you start getting that false sense of security that you can do it in the playoffs. But then you get down to these last 8 to 4 teams, and they just don't let you counterpunch. Like that's the way it is. Like, everybody looks good against the bad teams. Anyway, everybody looks good against the Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago's. I mean, everybody looks good against those teams. Put up 7, 8, 9. I saw teams like double digits. You're like, seriously. But then, and like I said, you're not going to play the same playoff style when you match up against Dallas in the regular season or when you match up against Florida in the regular season. Like, I'm not saying those teams pace themselves, but you got to pace yourself. I mean, you can't go all out. Like Bennett he's a missile. Like, obviously Hyman's been the hittingest player in the playoffs. Obviously, he's out for the season now, but these players have been on a mission, knowing what it takes to get to the finals. So it's just been enjoyable. So we got a third period to go for Dallas. We'll see if they have anything left in their tank. Obviously, basically, if you think about it, if they want the playoffs to continue, they have to outscore Edmonton 3-0 in the third period. And come on, like I don't have any hope of that's happening. But like I said, that first goal goes a long way. You make it 4-3, and then Edmonton's got to sweat a little bit. So, but thinking in your head, you can't give up a goal, and you need 3 to win. I mean, whether it's in overtime, whatever it is. But like I said, that's the way you have to think about it. So let's get going tonight. 35 boxes. Thank you everybody for being involved. Let me see. Yeah, like I don't have any bias. Like I said, I love every bit of these teams. There's players that I love on every single one of these teams. It's just I can look at it with a completely open, because like I said, I know the good and the bad with Tampa. Like I said, I'm willing to accept it. But there's teams I want to see. Like I said, I would love to see Winnipeg make a run, and it just didn't happen. They fell flat. I mean, for whatever may reason. I mean, you see Hellebuck and his playoff pedigree, but I mean, you can say everything about that top to bottom. That team was just not good enough. They had a great regular season, but they just fell flat in the playoffs. These teams left definitely have what it takes to win. So let's get going. 35 boxes tonight. Like I said, spots are live on eBay, so make sure you guys get your bids in over there. We'll be down to 34 and 33 on Sunday, which will be fun. So I'm not sure exactly what my schedule will be for next week. It may not be Tuesday and Thursday. I may have to switch things up, but I'll keep everybody notice. I'll give everybody notice of what the schedule will be. But next week it may alter up a little bit. I have to look at let me look at the schedule for me anyway. Let me see. Looking at that, so I probably will do. May do Monday and Thursday. Might be the plan. Maybe Monday and Thursday. Yeah, it may not be Tuesday. So I may do Monday and Thursday next week. So think about that. So get ready for that. We're not going to be doing Tuesday for sure. And probably not Wednesday. So I may do Monday and Thursday next week. But other than that, everything else is pretty normal. I'll get the spot price preview up Sunday after we break. But other than that, let me see. I got 15 boxes left from the reload on the left side here. So they're all there, ready to roll. We hit one the other nights. Let me see. On Tuesday, obviously. Like I said, I have boxes up, Brian and Ron, from Sundays to be hit. So, and then Thomas, of course, hit on Tuesday. So good luck to everybody. This is box 450. So I didn't make the big deal out of 450. We've done 471 jerseys. We've hit 22 double jersey boxes. We haven't had those in a while, but we'll see as I'm able to get more stuff for reloads. Hopefully I can throw in some double boxes for you guys, upcoming reloads. So let's go in here. Like I said, I think we have 15 different people tonight. Where's my randoms and my dice? Where's my dice and my list? Okay. Let me make sure. Where's my get everybody on the same page. We did all good the other day. We didn't lose my stream, so. Okay. My sound there. Okay. Let's get over to that. Okay. Of course, we do 5 or more on our dice roll to come up with our box. Our boxes are all here. Our oldest 2, of course, are still in there, 60 and 3. The only 2 from 2024. Everything else is from February, actually. We're 30 and 38 and then 53 and 57. Those are from the February and the March. And then April, May, and June reloads. 15 from the technically June reload, which is what our last reload was. So the only number that was skipped, of course, was 3. And we hit 95 on Tuesday. So good luck, everybody. Let's get going to this. 5 or more. Let's do it. 10 times. Big number. We've had a lot of no numbers. We've done 5, 6, 7, 10 times, guys. So good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. See what you guys do with Big Al not hanging out tonight. Let's see. Let's see who steps up. 35. 35 boxes. 10 times randomization. Let's see what we got. 6, 7, 8, 9. And the box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number 67. 67 it is. 10 times, 35 boxes, 67. 10 times, 35 boxes, 67. Okay. Okie doke. 67 it is. Right there in the dead center. 67. Okay, make my internal notes. Okay. 67. Okay. 67. 67. 67 it is. Here we guys go. Box 67. Good luck, everybody. Actually, let me get my list up so I can see. 67, 67. Ooh. Good luck, everybody. 35 boxes. Box number 67. Who's it going to be? Hall of Famer as a coach and multiple Stanley Cup winner, Jacques Lemaire. Montreal Canadiens legends. A legend. Blue ink sig. That is a Kojo's hollow sticker. Absolutely wonderful Hall of Fame legends. The player, the coach, Jacques Lemaire, Montreal Canadiens, Fanatics Vintage. There we go. Les Habitants. There it is. Montreal Canadiens. The Habs hit. The Habs hit. Fanatics Vintage, of course, beautiful. Red, white, and blue. Blue, blanc, and rouge, as the French go. Congratulations, Jacques Lemaire. There we go. Let me see who we got. Jacques Lemaire tonight. Let me go. Jacques. Oh, that is Tyrone. I'm telling you, Tyrone is feeling it. Congratulations, Ty. It's nice to be on a hot streak. Anytime you're on a bit of a heater, it feels good. So congratulations, Tyrone. You've been chasing that for quite some time, on and off, not every break, but congratulations to you. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit. Your odds are now even better for Sunday. 1 in 34, 1 in 33 are 2 boxes on Sunday night. So congratulations, Ty. Love seeing Jacques Lemaire come out the boxes. Fanatics Vintage, of course. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Didn't get much love as I thought it should have. Obviously, a lot of our young bucks, they're not familiar with Lemaire. Obviously, he's a player, but obviously he's a coach as well. So congratulations, Jacques Lemaire makes an appearance. Very, very nice. Fanatics Vintage, always a fan. There we go. You're welcome, Ty. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody getting involved. Nice big group tonight, 15 different people, obviously, which is fun. You never want to see, like one person have 30 spots, but that's it. Sometimes if you want to hit, obviously that's the way it goes with like the roulette board, trying to cover the board. But yeah, like I said, I like seeing it divided up, and especially we didn't have no Big Al tonight, so I knew it could be somebody completely new. But obviously Ty is feeling it right now. Congratulations to him. I said he's not every break, but Ty's definitely been hotter than usual. So congratulations to him. Like I said, and make sure we enjoy the third period tonight. We'll see if Dallas has any life left in them. Obviously, it's been nice to see a little more hockey, even if it's just the last game of the series, or obviously because the game 6 and game 7. But like I said, I'd be fine if Edmonton and Florida have to start up on the 4th. But we'll see if it's Florida and one of these two teams on the 7th. So that would be the alternate result if the Stars are able to come back and win this one somehow. But so thank you very much, everybody. Like I said, WAFFLEBOARD breaks. You guys will be off for a couple of days, but make sure you get your bids in over on eBay. Do what you want. Always a banger. Like I said, I love everything that comes out of here. There's nothing. Like I said, he's not a current name, but he's a Hall of Fame name, multiple Stanley Cup winner as a player and as a head coach. Absolute legends. So Jacques Lemaire is a nice hit, especially for anybody that's familiar with who he is. So very, very nice. I look forward to seeing you guys back here on Sunday. And then next week, we start to get down into the 20s again. So just like that. But 34 and 33 for Sunday. Definitely enjoy the game tonight. See if we have a game 6 coming. But if not, we'll get ready for next week's finals. So thank you much, guys. WAFFLEBOARD breaks is out. Take care.